Superman. Superman versus Bizarro. Clark Kent. Clark Kent lives in Metropolis. He is secretly Superman. Lois Lane. Lois Lane is a newspaper reporter. She writes a lot about Superman. Bizarro. Bizarro looks a lot like Superman, but he has opposite powers. Superman. Superman has many amazing powers. He was born on the planet Krypton. Bizarro World. Bizarro comes from a planet called Bizarro World. It is a lot like Earth, except that everything is backward. One morning in Metropolis, Clark Kent was walking to work. The streets were crowded and noisy, with the sounds of cars and people. Clark heard something else. Clark could hear a scared cat cry from far away. Clark stepped into an alley and changed into his costume. This is a job for Superman. The cat was stuck high in a tree. Superman swooped down to help, but someone was already there. Under the tree was a strange man. It was Superman's backward clone. His name was Bizarro. "The kitty is scaring the tree," shouted Bizarro. "Bizarro must save the tree." Bizarro grabbed the tree trunk and pulled it from the ground. Crash! Bizarro was powerful but clumsy. "Bizarro is the best hero," said Bizarro as he flew off. "I should follow him to make sure he won't save anything else," said Superman. Superman followed Bizarro all the way to a burning warehouse. "Bizarro will help the firemen," said Bizarro. Bizarro lifted a fire truck over his head. "Fire trucks put out fires," he said. "Wait," said Superman. Bizarro didn't wait. He tossed the truck at the fire. It crashed and exploded. "Done," said Bizarro. Once again, Bizarro flew away, but the fire was still burning. Superman quickly blew out the flames with jets of icy air. "Does Bizarro think he's a hero?" Lois Lane asked Superman, after he put out the fire. "Yes," said Superman, "but his thinking is backward because he is from Bizarro World. Bizarro must return to his own planet." "Please make him leave before he destroys Metropolis," Lois said. Superman heard new cries for help. A boat was sinking in the river. There was no time to lose. Superman had to get there before Bizarro. Bizarro was already at the boat. "No problem," said Bizarro. "The river is hurting the boat, so Bizarro will stop the river." Bizarro knocked down a bridge. Crash! Splash! Whoosh! Pieces of rock and steel piled up high in the river. Superman picked up the boat and flew it to safety. Now the river was overflowing. It was going to flood the city. With super speed and super strength, Superman moved the rocks and steel that blocked the river. Water began to flow once more. Now to rebuild the bridge, he said. Superman used his heat rays to weld the bridge back together. Bizarro was angry at Superman. "What are you doing?" he yelled. "Bizarro is the hero, not Superman," Bizarro yelled. Superman faced Bizarro. "Bizarro, you can't stay on Earth. It's time for you to go home." Bizarro stomped his feet. The ground trembled and shook. "No!" he shouted. Superman should leave Metropolis. Bizarro threw a statue at Superman. Superman dodged the statue, but Bizarro attacked again. He shot freeze rays from his eyes. Superman was covered in ice. "Ha!" laughed Bizarro. "Superman is not so hot anymore." Superman easily broke free. "Bizarro, look around you." Superman pointed at the mess. "You can't fix anything on Earth. Your backward thinking is good only on Bizarro World." Bizarro suddenly grew quiet. He knew Superman was right. "Bizarro is tired of Earth anyway. It is too backward here," he said. "If I'm needed here," said Superman, "you must be needed on your world." This cheered Bizarro up. "Bizarro is a big hero over there," he said proudly. Bizarro turned and flew away. He left Earth for Bizarro World and the Bizarro people who needed him. Back on Bizarro World, a woman cried out, "Help! Kitty is hurting the tree!" Bizarro knew just what to do.